Dominica Labour Party candidate for the Marigot constituency, Senator Dayton Baptist, is dismissing allegations made against him that his leadership in the community is not effective. Member of the Marigot Constituency Association of the Dominica Labour Party, Harold Tyson, has said that several persons in that community are concerned about the leadership style of Senator Dayton Baptist. However, Baptist has described Mr. Tyson's statements as untrue.
What Mr. Tyson failed to understand, and is Mr. Tyson and his Mr. Crawford, they fail to understand that automatically Baptist become the chairperson of that association. I don't have a problem with being the chairperson or not being the chairperson. The problem I'm having is that they would plan meetings and they would invite me to the meeting. I tell them that's not the way it ought to be. What I need to happen first, that, we need to sit down as an association or as an executive, iron out our differences between ourselves, whether you like me or you don't like me, or, you understand what I'm saying? Then we will take it from there and then go to the general public, which I think is fair enough. Statement that make against me, that I don't see any truth in that. I don't see any truth in that statement at all. You know, I don't see it, because that to me, I don't even know how to speak to that nonsense story. You understand? But at present, what is happening is that, well, for a matter of fact, one of the members meet me today. They met me this morning, telling me, well, it's not their fault, it's not this, it's not that. But I said, listen, you all need to sit down. Come, I am open for a meeting. I am open for a meeting. So it looks like they get into their senses now to sit down and have a meeting. So after Parliament should be shortly. Soon from now, so we'll sit down and have a meeting, because I have an executive which is working, operating. You understand what I'm saying? And to move on.
Are you in fact denying all the allegations?
Of course I am. I am denying those allegations. The public hasn't done that. Who has done it was Harold Tyson that has done that. I mean, it would be wise for people like the media to really call anybody in Marigot or walk through Marigot to get the feeling as to, to that situation.
How would you describe the statements made against you, Mr. Baptist?
Those are false allegations, man. I describe those as false allegations. Those are not true statements.
The LP candidate for the Marigot constituency, Senator Dayton Baptist. Baptist says he will meet the constituents later this month. Dominica's banana industry is said to have suffered a significant loss during the prolonged dry spell. President of Fairtrade, Michelle Roberts, says farmers have felt a loss of about 60% of their incomes due to the dry season. He says a replanting program is required to get farmers back in the industry.
As farmers, we are very happy for the rain, because the drought definitely affected farmers, and I believe some farmers have suffered as much as 60% loss of income because of the effect of the drought. And the thing is, when you have drought, the effect is not only now, but it will be felt 3 months, 4 months down the road. Because the plants that were supposed to be, all now, plants we were expecting to be shooting now, they have been held back. And those that are shot, they are going to have smaller bunches. So the farmer is going to lose in terms of his productivity, and then his bond size and his income is going to be affected. But we welcome the rain, and what we are saying now is that we need now to have a replanting program to bring farmers back, especially in the banana industry. We need to have a replanting program now, so that we can start getting ready for production for next year.
Mr. Roberts says the farmers could soon meet with government officials to determine a way forward for the industry where financial aid is concerned.
Banana likes a lot of rain and moisture. That's what, plants generally like moisture, but the banana plant likes a lot of water. And now that we are getting the rain, it's very healthy for the bananas and other crops. Drought is remedied now, but the effect will be felt, as I say, 3-4 months down the road. Okay? I want to appeal to the farmers to hold strain. We have a meeting scheduled with the Ministry of Agriculture government to meet with them to see what package they can bring forward to help farmers, because farmers will definitely need assistance to get them back on their feet. The security, the food security of the country has been affected with the drought, and every effort must be made to help farmers sustain production.
President of the National Fair Trade Organization, Michelle Roberts. Staff at Greens Wholesale could soon get a 13% salary increase following a collective agreement between the company and their union. The Waterfront and Allied Workers Union is now the bargaining agent for employees at Greens Wholesale. Curtis Augustus is president of WOW.
Okay, the Waterfront and Allied Workers Union, we gained recognition for the staff of Greens Wholesale during the course of last year. We were able to submit our proposals for a collective labor agreement, and today at the Employers Federation we completed and finalized the agreement that covers some 42 articles. And in that we were able today to complete the wage package of that collective agreement, where the staff will be getting an 8% increase effective the 1st of September last year, and that will be followed in September of this year to another 5%, with a 4% in 2011 going to 2012. The negotiations was done in an atmosphere of cordiality. I must say that whereas there were some differences, we were able to resolve them, probably taking a second look and getting new directives from our members. But I must say that we are looking forward to this agreement, because we have certain responsibilities in ensuring that our members comply with the provisions, while at the same time police it from the standpoint to ensure that compliance is made by the employer also.
Speaker of the House of Assembly, Alex Boyd Knights, responded to a decision by the elected members of the United Workers' Party not to attend the Parliament. Boyd Knights, who is the longest-serving Speaker of the Dominica House of Assembly, was speaking to Government Press Secretary Sean Douglas. She says the decision has affected what Parliament is really about.
It hasn't affected the authority of Parliament, nor really has it affected the workings of Parliament. What I think it has affected is the effect of what Parliament is all about, in the sense that we've had debates on bills, we've had several, if I'm not mistaken, we've had a supplementary appropriation bill, and we've not heard from persons on an opposing view. So, you know, Parliament, to my mind, is set up to have the government, yes, and the opposition, because it's not necessarily an opposing view, but a different view. I've heard it said before that perhaps the name opposition ought to be changed. Sometimes I tend to think maybe that's not a bad idea to change the name. But, you know, you can't have everybody agreeing to everything, and, you know, that's what it is happening now. So you need the interjection of another idea, another way of looking at things to get to the right path. So that is not there.
Mrs. Knight says the absence of the United Workers' Party members has made it much easier to conduct their duties.
I would be telling a lie if I didn't say that life in Parliament has been a dream these last 2 sessions. I mean, there's nothing really going on that I have to be searching in my little book that I keep handy. You know, it's everything is, and sometimes it's like that. You know, one may think that because of all these turbulent periods that Parliament has always, every meeting of the House has been like that. That's not necessarily so. There's some meetings that have gone pretty smoothly and nothing untoward has developed. And so right now it's just a case of things moving pretty quickly.
The budget debate, for example, the opposition leader's response is not there. So what may happen in that situation?
Well, I'm not sure, because one of the things that it has occurred to me is that, okay, we're having a meeting on the 29th of April. What if the opposition doesn't turn up? This whole business of 3 successive meetings kicks in. Then this is April 29th. Okay, let us presume that, I'd rather believe that I rather hope that they come. I really have, and the other people has been prepared as if they will be there.